절대 실패하지 않는 계획이 만조라니. 무계획이야, 무계획. No plan.
Start the music.
What do you find similar between Tarkovsky movies and Tadao Ando's architecture? Tell me what mere differences is between how this entire universe is composed and how these great classical pieces of music are.
And there the sun burns crimson bright, and there the moonbird rests from his flight, to cool in the peppermint wind.
We live in a world constantly pressurizing us to do something, to act, to always be up on our feet and take the weight of this forsaken world on our shoulders. Doing is what we've always celebrated.
Gotta work on yourself every single day.
Turn the pages of the history, and it is full of Napoleon and Alexander the Great marching onto the battlefield mounted on their stallions, ready to take on the world. But that's not how it works. The magic takes place, however, on a journey where the subtle beauty of stillness takes center stage. When time moves at its own unhurried pace, and artistry lies in the simplicity of being. You explore the profound calmness that arises when we release the need for constant activity and allow ourselves the luxury of quiet contemplation. Breathe in. Exhale slowly. And welcome to the artful practice of doing nothing. A moment of respite for the soul. So, while we're bombarded with the need to do something, the important things only happen when we do. Nothing. A pause. Break. Space. An exhale of breath. And yes, that's the rhythm of the earth moving beneath your feet. Space we mistake for nothingness. The absence is an equally important element. This is true for arts, architecture, even music. Your muscles grow when you take a rest. Your brain registers the new skill you learnt only when you sleep. Great minds understood, and greater minds exploited it to their benefit.
Call it dolce far niente. It means the sweetness of doing nothing. Your muscles are
Dolce.
dolce far niente.
Dolce far niente.
Take Einstein, for example. His unorthodox nap time called the Einstein nap technique. He would sit in a comfortable chair holding a metal spoon in one hand and a metal plate in the other. Positioned over a bowl or plate on the floor, he would relax and allow his muscles to relax. As he started to doze off, the spoon would slip from his hand and hit the plate, creating a sound that would wake him up. The idea behind this technique was to enter a light sleep state without fully falling into a deep sleep. The sound of the spoon hitting the plate would interrupt his nap, preventing him from entering a prolonged and potentially groggy state of deep sleep. Steve Jobs took a vacation to India, traveling among monks before he made Apple the way it is today. And what do these monks teach you? These mystics, these Babas who sit atop Himalayas or the large tree, what do they teach you? They teach you not to think, to not do anything, not to concentrate, but to not think at all. Who gave artists their stereotypes? The goofy characters who stare out to the abyss smoking cigarettes and washing away their livers. No regard for calendar, time, civilization, doing absolutely nothing, and yet creating art that transcends borders, races, classes, and even time. We call this the default mode network. This is when the mind is at rest or not focused on the outside world. Research conducted by Dr. Mary Helen Imodino Yang suggests that the DMN is crucial for introspection and the incubation of creative ideas. Idle moments allow the brain to make connections and associations that may not occur in a more focused state. And have you watched Kubrick movies? The emphasis on the vastness and emptiness of space. His film explores the silence and enormity of outer space, creating a sense of awe and wonder. In astrophysics, dark matter and dark energy represent a large portion of the universe, yet they are intangible and cannot be directly observed. We are little bodies of mass spinning on this large universe, which we often refer as space. The pauses between our hurried steps are where the true nuance of life is revealed. Embrace these pauses as the punctuation marks of your narrative, and let the artistry of stillness continue to enrich the paragraphs that await in the unwritten pages of your days.